So I've been trying to figure out what to say in regards to what I'm going to talk about. A couple days ago, first let me say this. I'm going to be very blunt and direct with this whole thing. A couple days ago, family friend, more so a friend of my wife, tragically lost her husband. Gone. Found out that just for cremation, okay? So a lot of people don't know. Just for cremation, you're looking at least 10 grand. Ballpark. Do you have 10 grand laying around to pay for the cremation of a loved one if something happens? Whether it's your spouse or a kid. Do you? I don't. But that's why I have life insurance. If something happens to me, if something happens to my wife, if something happens to any one of my kids, I have a life insurance policy on all of them to pay for those things that I don't want to have to worry about because I'm worrying the loss of a loved one. If you have anybody that relies on any part of your income, or if you have a spouse that's a stay-at-home spouse, doesn't go to work, there's still a lot of stuff that gets taken care of by that person. Whether it's things around the house, taking care of the kids, getting them to school. If you have kids that are in school, public or private, you need to pay for them getting to and from school. If you're still working, you still have a job that you need to take care of and go to pay for the bills. But now you've got the added expense of trying to figure out, what are you going to do to get them to and from school? Are you going to have a nanny? Are you going to have before and after care for the school? Whatever it might be. All of those are usually going to cost you something to have that extra service. Like I said, going to be blunt. If you have people that rely on your income, get life insurance. If you've got it through work, great. That's a first great start. But you know what? You need more than that. Because last time I checked, nobody stays at their job forever. You may stay there for a long time, but once you're gone, life insurance is gone. Get something that you control, get something that you can manage, and get basic coverage. Minimum, get $10,000 to $15,000. That will cost you pennies. And if your first thought is, well, I can't afford life insurance, think of it this way. What would you rather do? Would you rather cut out a cup of coffees a week? Would you rather cancel your Netflix subscription to afford life insurance, financial protection for your family when something happens to you or your spouse or to a child? We're all going to die one day, whether it's planned or not. But I know that I can go to sleep and go to work every day, drive around the amount of miles that I drive around every day, knowing that if something happens to me, my wife and kids are taken care of financially. No questions about it. Done. If something happens to my wife, I have financial protection to help me care for my kids because I still have to work. Look into it. Call me, text me, DM me, ask me any questions you want to ask. I am here to help you get financial protection for you and your family. Talking with somebody yesterday about life insurance for their kids. As little as $12 a month. $12. You can't not afford to get life insurance. Because if you don't get life insurance, you're going to be stuck with at least a $10,000 bill paying for the burial or cremation service of that loved one. Not to mention any other costs that might come down the road. paying for your mortgage, paying for your car payment, making monthly bill payments. All of those are serious things to consider. And I hope, please call me if you have questions, text me if you have questions, DM me, whatever it is. I want to make sure that your family is secure financially for when something does happen to you. My number will be in the first comment below.